Hi. Right, I don't know if this is gonna work. Right, I think we're working. So, if you're anything like me and you've got one of these Apple Watch, Garmin, Apple Watch, any form of smartwatch that tracks your heart rate, it'll give you heart rate zones, like estimation on what it bases on, just from what you've got going off on your wrist.
Pulse. I meant pulse.
I've kind of always wondered how accurate they are, and you might also wonder the same. So today I thought I'd actually test it out. So I went down to Nottingham to do a proper VO2 Max test where they put a mask over your face and it monitors your body's actual... Go on, what's it called? Metabolic rate. There you go. Bloody hell. If you saw... This VO2 Max test measures your metabolic rate. It tells you what your body's doing, how quick it burns calories. It gives you your baseline, how much calories you burn from doing nothing, how many calories you should eat a day to maintain body weight. It gives you an exact number of what you should be eating. I'll show that now. Morning. VO2 Max test. We're going Nottingham. I've got... Oh, hang on. There you go. Right, I've still got low tyre pressure, but I've got like the same amount of PSI in each of the tyres, so I don't know what crack is. It's also making some funky noises from the engine, so I might not make it to more. No, I think every time I get in this car, I think, am I going to make it from A to B? It is a bit of a, well, it's 10 to 8 on a Sunday morning, so it's a bit of a side quest, but it's what life's about, isn't it?
So take a step on, and then when it...
So first thing you do when you get there is just take your body weight.
Just put your phone number in.
Hang on, there we go.
Yeah, a bit of it, less weight. That's it, mate.
You do the test fasted, just to give yourself, well, just to give accurate reading on what your body weight is and the energy that your body produces.
Yeah, pull the handles up and then that's it. Thumb on the metal bit at the front. That's it, there we go.
So once you've got your body weight reading, you've then got to get your metabolic rate reading. So essentially, if you've got a high metabolic rate, you've got a fast metabolism, which means your body burns calories quicker just to carry out basic functions. And opposite of that is, if you've got a low metabolic rate, you've got a slow metabolism, which means your body burns fuel slower. And the way that we simulate that here is just lay down for 10 minutes and put the mask on so it can get a good reading of what your body's doing. After you've laid there for 10 minutes, try not to fall asleep, you move on to treadmill where you start on 5 kilometres walking pace for 3 minutes, and then after every minute the pace goes up 1 kilometre.
Pushing air in and out that mask. Promise you, you'll always be able to breathe. Keep pushing, mate. Doing really well. Come on now. Well done, breathe and relax.
So when you reach your limit on that test, you stop, and then you've got 3 minutes recovery time.
Get as much air in and out of that mask as you can. The more you get in and out, the better your recovery.
Decent little session. Yeah, that'll keep you humble. Now I'm on a quest to find a coffee. Get that, eh? If you're ever in Beeston, go to Greenwood Coffee. I rate that. My car. Hang on, I need to strap you up. It's making a bit of a weird sound. Have a listen to this. Let me know what you think. I don't know. You probably just heard wind then. Now we're getting to nitty gritty.
We're getting the nitty gritty.
Right, so once the event's done, you get sent this email, which is essentially an in-depth report of where you're healthy, what needs work, what your heart rate zones are. Here you've got your biological age, so apparently I'm 19. I think on my Garmin it says I'm 18, so that's fairly accurate. VO2 Max, there we go. A calculation that you can use is your max heart rate divided by your resting heart rate times by 15. So 181 divided by 45 times 15 is 60. I think that is what my Garmin says my resting heart rate and max heart rate is as well. So we know that that's accurate. Let me just have a look here then. So you can see the speeds that are entered each training zone. So the majority of my training that we do, like when I go on my runs with my mates, it's zone 2 work / zone 3. Like the heart rate doesn't really go, in this instance, it wouldn't go above 160. Obviously when you're running and talking, your heart rate's going to be higher because you don't have to work harder to maintain that pace. If you think about it, if you're not talking, you basically don't have to work as hard. So it said my zone 3 was quite high because a lot of the training that I do is, my zone 2 was quite high because a lot of the training that I do is steady state, long distance stuff. But the areas that I struggled was the threshold pace, such as zone 4, zone 5, where you're having to actually go flat out. I think this obviously I knew it because I don't do a lot of the threshold training, but I think it's really good information to have because obviously we're wanting to, my goal over the next few months is to basically get quicker, and this just points out that this is the area that I'm lacking. So again, in your report, you get some recommendations of areas that you're lacking. So obviously for me, my breathing coordination, we're all over at shop. I don't do much nose breathing. I might buy some nose tape. That adds about 6 horsepower. I did notice as well my ability to, I struggle to get my heart rate back down. Or I did here. That's pointed out here. Recovery capacity, 34%. Shocking at that. So it says I need to focus on 1 zone 2 session, 1 zone 5 session, so intervals, 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, consistent hydration, post-workout protein, high quality carbs, quinoa, consider tart cherry juice, tart cherry juice, I don't even know what that is. I think it is, it's all well and good saying it, but I think it's very important to focus as much on recovery as it is training. That's something I'm in the process of learning, because I think I've got no problem now paying for a sauna membership as well as a gym membership, just because my personality trait's gym, innit? So if you're into fitness, I think it is very important to try and recover well. During days you don't work out, 2,500 calories. During days you do work out, 2,795. So basically, when I got to the gym to do this test, you filled out a quick survey to do what your goal was. So for me, my goal to get quicker, I need to be lighter. So my goal now is I'm working to try to get sub 70 kilos. At the minute I'm about 75. So here you can see on days I don't work out, I should be eating 2,170. And then on days that I do work out, I should be eating just under 2,500. Yeah, hopefully it's giving you a good idea of what a VO2 Max test is. I think if you are into gym, I think it's definitely worth doing. It gives you how many calories you should be eating on training days, how many calories you should be eating on rest days, your heart rate zones, what areas you're good at, what areas need work. There's value in that.
But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you want to do a VO2 Max test, then I'd definitely check out PeakMyBody. And then while you're down there, you may as well go for a coffee at Greenwood. Thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we came now, we came the nitty gritty.